And welcome back to the studio. It's time for segment number 5 of the December special and Chuck Woolery Memorial. We are going to play Jeopardy 2003 edition.
Hi folks, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just all right, take a look at the options. Normal game. Okay, so how many people out there? Player 1? Player 1, here's your buzz-in team.
We're done at games.
Let's do it. Come on.
From the Sony Pictures Studios, this.
All right, let's get things underway, player 1.
All right, let's do a loaf of bread for 200.
This sour bread made with a starter got its start among old-time prospectors.
Player 1.
What is sourdough?
Precisely. Pick again.
Lions for 200.
In the land of Oz, the cowardly lion was seeking this, some nerve.
Player 1.
What is courage?
Yes.
Where are we for 200?
It's not the rent-a-car company, it's the historic landmark seen here.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1.
What is Alamo?
Exactly.
Loaf of bread for 400.
This dark German bread can pump you up.
Player 1.
What is pumpernickel?
Yes.
Where are we for 4?
Over 700 feet high, this presidential dam is the largest of its type in the U.S.
Player 1.
What is Hoover Dam?
Precisely. Pick again.
Loaf of bread for 600?
It can be a baseball player getting ready to hit, or your liquid bread mix.
Player 1.
What is batter?
Hey, you're correct.
Where are we for 6?
An English column honors this famous naval hero who died in 1805.
Anybody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Lions for 400.
It's the city that's home to the NFL's Lions.
Player 1.
What is Detroit?
Definitely.
So hoping you know your geography.
A historic place of pilgrimage, this English cathedral of tales dates from the 11th century.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1.
What is Canterbury?
Exactly.
Loaf of bread for 800.
It can be a bread roll or hair gathered into a round coil.
Player 1.
What is bun?
Hey, you're correct.
Still didn't say that's the dish.
These heavenly falls in Venezuela were discovered in 1935 from the air.
Player 1.
What is Angel Falls?
Exactly.
Loaf of bread for 1,000.
Answer? The Daily Double. Could you make your wager, please?
$2,000.
Without bread to eat, this French queen reportedly instructed the peasants, let them eat cake.
Player 1.
Who is Marie Antoinette?
Definitely.
If you guys are asking how the hell did I know that, I listen to a lot of Queen.
A lion
Lions for
represents
600.
this astrological sign.
Player 1.
What is Leo?
Exactly.
Let's do 18th century America for 200.
He published his Poor Richard's Almanac at the new printing office near the market in Philadelphia.
Anyone at all? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Benjamin Franklin.
As a result of this December 16, 1773 incident, England closed the port of Boston.
Player 1.
What is the Boston Tea Party?
Exactly.
It's a war, not an actual party.
In an Aesop fable, he talks a lion out of eating him and later repays the favor.
Player 1.
Who is the mouse?
Hey, you're correct.
In
Century America for
1789,
600.
this future president was elected to Congress from Virginia, defeating James Monroe.
Player 2.
Who was James Madison?
Exactly.
I'll try Beatnik Lit for 200.
This 1957 Kerouac novel begins in New York City and ends thousands of miles later south of the border.
Player 1.
What is A Tale of Two Cities?
Oh, that's incorrect. Player 3.
What is On the Road?
Oh,
Hey, you're
on
correct.
the road.
Beatnik Lit for 400.
This Howl poet spent the last days before his death on April 5, 1997, writing poems.
Player 3.
Who was Allen Ginsberg?
Precisely. Pick again.
Beatnik Lit for 600.
Gregory Corso's poem, Bomb, was printed in the shape of this type of cloud.
Player 1.
What is mushroom?
That's right.
That's right.
And you seem to know your literature.
Beatnik Lit for 800.
His Naked Lunch provoked an obscenity trial in 1962.
Player 2.
Who was William S. Burroughs?
He
Precisely.
knew that one.
Pick again.
Okay. Young people for 200.
Amen to this leader, whose statue represents Utah in Washington, D.C.'s Statuary Hall.
Player 1.
Who is Brigham Young?
That's who we were looking for.
Young people, 400.
On Father Knows Best, he played Dad to Betty, Bud, and Kathy.
Player 3.
Who was Robert Young?
Exactly.
Beatnik Lit for 1,000.
The poetry of Gary Snyder reflects the 10 years he spent in Japan studying this religion.
It's either Shinto
Player
or...
2.
What is Zen Buddhism?
Zen Buddhism.
Hey, you're correct.
Let's try 18th century America for 800.
In 1776, this future Secretary of the Treasury served as a captain of a New York artillery company.
Player 1.
Who is Alexander Hamilton?
Exactly.
18th century America for 1,000.
On February 5th, 1736, this Methodist founder arrived in Georgia at James Oglethorpe's invitation.
Player 2.
Who was Charles Wesley?
Yes.
Yes.
Give me young people for 600.
Of the 906 Major League Baseball games that he pitched, he won more than half. He deserves an award.
Player 1.
Who is Cy Young?
Exactly.
Lines for 1,000.
The hero of the biblical book named for him, he is thrown into a den of lions, but found unscathed.
Nobody?
Take a look. Here's the right response.
Young people, 800.
In 1992, he released Harvest Moon, a sequel to his Harvest album from 1972.
Player 1.
Who is Neil Young?
Exactly.
And the final answer of the round.
In a revealing memoir, Judy Lewis claims to be the love child of Clark Gable and this actress.
Anyone at all? Player 3.
Who is Patricia Young?
Oh, regrettably, no. Anyone? Take a look. Here's the right
I
response.
should have rang in.
Okay, that's it for the Jeopardy round. Now we're going to take a quick look at the scores.
You're in first place all alone, Player 1. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. You're in last place, Player 3, but you
The
get
cat
to
is
start
in
things
last.
off in Double Jeopardy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time.
How about David Lynch films for 400?
Movie in which John Hurt, as John Merrick, declares, "I am not an animal."
Anyone? Take a look. Here's the right response.
The Elephant Man.
Let's try the Rolling Stones for 400.
He and Keith Richards enjoyed the satisfaction of writing, "I can get no satisfaction."
Player one.
Who is Mick Jagger?
Exactly.
Rolling Stones for 800.
On the 1978 album Some Girls, the Stones really worked things with Beast of This.
Player one.
What is Burden?
Definitely.
Rolling Stones for 1200.
The Stones hired this motorcycle gang as guards at their 1969 Altamont concert for $500 in beer.
Is that it? Anyone? Player three.
What are the Banditos?
Oh,
No.
regrettably, no.
That's add the name Angels
Anyone?
in it. I don't remember.
Take a look. Here's the right
Hell's
response.
Angels. Rolling Stones 1600.
In 1963, the band added this letter to its name, giving it the one it has now.
Is that it? Anyone? Player one.
What is G?
Yes.
Stones for 2000.
On Painted Black, Brian Jones played this Indian instrument, like George did on Norwegian Wood.
Player one.
What is sitar?
Precisely. Pick again.
Automobile companies for 400.
The Rabbit.
Player one.
What is Volkswagen?
Yes.
Companies for 8.
The Accord.
Player one.
What is Honda?
Exactly.
Companies for 1200.
The E-Type.
Nobody? Player two?
What is the BMW?
Good answer, but
I
sorry.
was gonna go for
That's
that.
wrong.
Good thing I didn't.
Nobody? Take a look.
Jaguar.
Here's the right response.
Automobile companies for
The Corolla.
1600.
Player one.
What is Toyota?
Precisely. Pick again.
The 240Z.
Anyone at all? Take a look. Here's the right
Datsun.
response.
David Lynch for 800.
Lynch played an FBI man in his 1992 film prequel to this TV series.
Player three.
What is Twin Peaks?
Exactly.
David Lynch films for 1200.
The title of this early work comes partly from the hero's exotic pompadour.
Anyone? What we were looking for was this.
David Lynch films for 1600.
It's 1600.
Isabella Rossellini is the Blue Lady, a nightclub singer in this 1986 masterpiece.
Player three.
What is Blue Velvet?
Precisely. Pick again.
David Lynch films for 2000.
This sci-fi film, directed by David Lynch, is set 9,000 years in the future.
Anybody? What we were looking for was this.
I like Fun Facts for 400.
It's the only U.S. state whose name has one syllable.
Player one.
What is Maine?
Precisely. Pick again.
Fun facts for 800.
It's the hometown of Casey's baseball team in the poem Casey at the Bat.
Is that it? Anyone? Player one.
What is Chicago? Ah,
No, sorry. Anybody? What we were looking for was
Mudville.
this.
It's a fictional town. Fun facts for 1200.
It was the Chicago Tribune's erroneous three-word 1948 election night headline.
Player 2?
What is Dewey defeats Truman?
Precisely. Pick again.
Fun facts for 1600?
It's the total number of dots on a pair of dice.
Player 1.
1, 3, 6, 10. What is 21? No!
That is incorrect.
Player 3.
What is 42?
Oh, double it.
Definitely.
Fun fact
A
for
pair of
2000?
dice. Idiot.
In 1996, an iceberg the size of Rhode Island broke off the coast of this continent.
Player 2?
What is Antarctica?
Exactly.
Give me foolish phraseology for 400.
This wife of George Burns was so surprised by her birth, she couldn't talk for a year and a half.
Is that it? Anyone?
Take a look. Here's the right response.
I'll try words of the 60s for 400.
These two birds represented conciliatory and aggressive attitudes toward war.
Nobody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Let's do foolish phraseology for 800.
According to this Alice in Wonderland poet, the snark was a boojum, you see.
Player 1.
Who is Lewis Carroll?
Hey, you're
I don't think
correct.
that's how you spell Carroll, but I got it right. Phraseology for 1200.
I ain't in no slump, asserted this former Yankee baseball player. I just ain't hitting.
Player 1.
Who is Babe Ruth?
Oh, that's incorrect. Player 2?
Who is Yogi Berra?
Precisely.
And he's still another
Pick again.
1200 from me.
Foolish phraseology for 1600?
Answer? The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
All of it.
Tunston Weeder flowed up, this round table wit wrote, after finding the house at Pooh Corner hard to
A.A.
swallow.
Milne.
Player 2?
Who was Fanny Bryce?
Nice try,
Nope.
but that is incorrect.
Take a
Oh,
look.
Dorothy
Here's the right
Parker.
response.
I saw Pooh Corner on there, and I thought A. Milner, but
Foolish phraseology for 2000.
I think it was said
According
female
to the
on there.
novelty song lyrics, this doctor said, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
Player 1.
Who was the witch doctor?
Precisely. Pick again.
60s for 8.
Astronet, meaning a female one of these, has not stood the test of time or space.
Player 1.
What is astronaut?
Hey, you're correct.
60s for 12.
Answer? The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
1400.
In 60s slang, a wahine was a young woman who participated in this ocean sport.
Player 1.
What is surfing?
Exactly.
Logically enough, it's the single word for a topless bikini.
Player 3.
What is a monokini?
Of course.
Hey, you're correct.
And now, to finish off the round,
Term for those who rode buses to test integration in interstate travel.
Player 3.
What are freedom riders?
Yes.
And player 2 is not going to final
That's
Jeopardy.
the end of the Double Jeopardy round. Let's check out the scores once again.
Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. You're not far off the pace, Player 3. Sorry, Player 2, but you can't continue with us in Final Jeopardy.
Time now for Final Jeopardy.
Oh,
I'll show you the
no.
category and give you a few seconds to think about your wager.
Famous Allens.
Go ahead. Make your wager.
Don't be shy. Make your wager.
Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 1, please make your wager.
Here's the final Jeopardy answer. Good luck.
The phrase flower power was coined by this poet in the 1960s.
Let's see how everyone did.
Your question, player 3. That's right. And your wager was?
And she got it right, too.
Player 1. Your question? That's right. And your wager was?
We both got it right. I'm sure player 2 will
Congratulations to our big winner.
It's possible that all of us get it right.
Player 1.
So we won $25,000 for our December friends.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy! Come back and see us again real soon, won't you?
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just get a few details out of the way before we start our game.
And we'll see you soon for part 6. Be a dumb brother or sister today. And I mean today.